Yeah, so Green Bay Packers, New Orleans Saints. We saw what happened on Monday Night Football. I'm not an overreactor. Brees looked flustered. He missed throws that I have not seen him miss in like 5 years. Would you agree?
I know. Yeah, he looked flat. He looked disgruntled. Didn't have a lot of juice in him.
I wonder if and I knew Michael Thomas was going to be out of that game, and I still took New Orleans to cover. Emmanuel Sanders looked like dog turd, I have to say.
Yeah, right.
I mean, Tre'Quan Smith, kind of the unheralded former early pick for the Saints, he looked way better to me than Emmanuel Sanders. And for that matter, if you're a Saints fan, honestly, and I do watch every single game, I have seen all the Saints games. And yeah, I know there's a UCF helmet behind me somewhere, so I might be biased. But Tre'Quan Smith, man, I liked him. He looked better than Emmanuel Sanders. They should line him up on the other side. But Michael Thomas, maybe he's that guy where if Brees is – like, you have to wonder if Brees is struggling. He probably knows, like, let me just call this play. Let me get let me throw it somewhere near Michael Thomas, and he'll get the ball, and then let's build some momentum. Like, I wonder if there was that. Like, he needed his therapist there, his on-field therapist, and Michael Thomas, just to chuck it to him because Michael Thomas comes down with everything.
Right.
Kamara's numbers were good. I mean, it's like you look at the stat line and it's like, I got to be honest with you. I mean, I really think Drew Brees lost the game for the New Orleans Saints, and I credit a lot Las Vegas Raiders and what they did. But the opportunity was out there for New Orleans. They just couldn't get it done. Then you look at the Green Bay Packers. Why don't you talk about them? Because I've seen both games start to finish for them as well.
Well, I mean, my view is they won 2 games in pretty much blowout fashion. Mm-hmm. Aaron Jones has proven himself to be special. So that's 2 Aarons that are very special. The receivers that everybody thought they need to replace have all of a sudden come into their own. They have the drops.
Valdez-Scantling's dropping some balls, though. You know what I mean?
They have the drops. Yeah. They have the drops. But it's definitely a better product. A 13-3 team that started 2-0 with 2 blowouts. I mean, it's so far so good. I can't get too excited, because last year we saw them win a lot and then get embraced by a few teams, right? So that's always lingering out there.
Well, I think it's the style of football. I think the way to beat Green Bay is, and I guess the blueprint last year is like Minnesota, who played them tough, and San Francisco and these teams. Kansas City might have won that. Did Kansas City also beat them?
Kansas City did not beat them, but Patrick Mahomes didn't play.
Right, okay. So like Green Bay, I feel like the way to beat them is to attack them in the running game. And what we've seen in the first couple of weeks is Dalvin Cook. I think he only got 12 carries for 50 yards, over 4 yards per carry, but he wasn't a factor. And Green Bay was up big in that game. So then Minnesota closed that gap late. But honestly, Green Bay was playing prevent defense. Like they weren't even playing their base defense at that point. Then they played Detroit, and Detroit missing Kenny Golladay, so it wasn't a full Detroit passing attack. So what I wonder is if Michael Thomas can play, and it is still an if at the time of this recording, I didn't see enough from the New Orleans wide receivers to wow me, which means this is a spread game. Drew Brees isn't going to have that bad of a game again.
Sure,
so the Saints are going to be able to move the ball. To me, this is a great test for the Green Bay Packers because every level of their defense is going to be tested. You say that this is probably the best Packers defense in the last 15 years, maybe more.
I think it's the type of defense that gets better each week.
Yeah. So, I mean, we're going to see. The secondary is going to get tested. And if there's weaknesses because the coaching is so good with New Orleans, if there are weaknesses on this defense, you can rest assured that we're going to see Peyton attack those weaknesses. So we're going to see what Green Bay needs to clean up. Even if they win the game going away, we're going to see what they need to clean up because we're going to get some more clues this week. Very interesting. Aaron Rodgers, because of Aaron Jones, can just sit back and pick people apart. This is like the best kind of 5-year retirement party that we're going to see. It's not a retirement, I guess. He'll move on at some point for Jordan Love, but it's going to be like that freaking Brett Favre to Aaron Rodgers type thing where it's going to be 3 more years of Aaron Rodgers playing at a high level. And then eventually Green Bay will decide to trade him for like a first rounder and he's going to go back and torture Green Bay afterwards.
Right.
Yeah. You know what'll happen? I'm calling it right now. The Raiders will be frustrated with their quarterback and they'll trade for Aaron Rodgers in like 2023.
Well, they could Garoppolo Jordan Love. They could get some value out of him.
Yeah, that's true. That is true. So we'll see, man. If Green Bay, wins a Super Bowl sometime in the next 2 or 3 years, maybe that is what happens. I don't know, but the bottom line here is this is going to be a great game. These are two great teams playing. I know New Orleans didn't play well. This is going to be really the two best teams that these teams have played, certainly throughout these years, because I would definitely say Green Bay is playing a higher brand of football than the Raiders, who the New Orleans Saints lost to. And Tom Brady wasn't exceptional in Week 1, and that was somewhat of a close game. So New Orleans,
that's right. Tom Brady did not play very well at all, and that was a really close game. Pretty close.
Yep. So let me hit you with the line here. Bovada has Green Bay +3 at the New Orleans Saints.
Green Bay.
I actually have Green Bay winning this game by 3, so I'm getting points as well. I'll take it. I like Green Bay. Look, I know we talk every week about how good the New Orleans Saints run defense is. They played well again against a running team. Aaron Jones will run, but if they don't have to, here's the difference. If the Saints stopped Josh Jacobs last week and they forced Derek Carr to be a precision passer, I don't know that that would have happened. And when I say stopped, I guess they did stop Jacobs, but I mean, if their offense put up more points and made Derek Carr beat them, that would have been trouble. Aaron Rodgers can do that. Hey, what's going on with Davante Adams? Have you heard anything on him? I know he had a hamstring.
I haven't. No, I'm hoping that when his hamstring got tweaked, they just kind of kept him out because they were up by 3 scores.
Man, what a massive injuries this week.
Oh man. So sad.
We called it, everybody, when you complain about preseason, like the NFL players, they're 250, 280 pounds, and they run a 4.4. Imagine the kind of force that goes on these knee ligaments and these ankles and these hamstrings and stuff. It's just, people like you and me, Brad, we can't fathom what it is to have a body like that.
True.
The human body is not designed to be that big and move that fast, as we're seeing. True. And to do it cold, like, I'll never complain about the preseason again. We get some injuries during preseason and it sucks, but I like to see these players play 1 quarter and just be out because I think their bodies need it. I think we've taken that for granted as the NFL because Week 2 might have been the worst week of injuries in the history of the NFL. I can't think of a worse one. Maybe if a couple big name quarterbacks went down early in the season, I don't know. All right.